وأبنائي طلاب الصف الثالث الثانوي رياضيات لغات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ليلة الامتحان، وما أدراك ما ليلة الامتحان. يكرم الطالب ولا يهان، بمعنى طالب ليلة الامتحان لابد ان هو يركز في الرولز، في القوانين الخاصة بمادة الالجبرا اللي هي الفاينل ريفيجن. ان شاء الله النهاردة هنبدأ ناخد الفاينل ريفيجن او مراجعة ليلة الامتحان. لابد من الطالب انه يركز في القوانين. طبعا مسموح لك انك تخش بكتاب المدرسة. كتاب المدرسة على اساس ان هو اوبن بوك، وبعد كده انك انت بتكتب القوانين كلها في الهامش او في صفحة فاضية من كتاب المدرسة على اساس تبقى سمري لك تستخدمها في حل المسائل. طبعا ايه الفرق او ما الفرق بين طالب متميز وطالب غير متميز؟ الطالب المتميز طبعا معظم الاسئلة هنا مالتي تشويس، اختيار من متعدد. نصائح للطالب المتميز ان هو يركز في المالتي تشويس على اساس ان هي ما تاخدش اكتر من 3 minutes each one، يعني كل واحده هتاخد 3 دقائق. طب اخدت اكتر في التفكير من 3 دقائق، اعلم علامه بالبنسل بالرصاص واتنقل لواحده تانيه والتالته وهكذا، وبعدين ارجع لها تاني على اساس عامل الوقت يكون معايا ما يكونش ضدي. طبعا مسائل المالتي تشويس هي الاختيار المتعدد، هو نموذج انك انت تختار الاجابه المناسبه في وقت قياسي. طبعا كل سؤال له وقت او زمن قياسي. ماده الالجبرا عزيزي الطالب ان هي سوليد جيومتري والجبرا مهمه جدا جدا. contains 5 units، 5 وحدات. طبعا الامتحان كله بيبقى شامل من يونت 1 لغايه يونت 5. المهم ان انت عزيزي الطالب انك انت تكون ملم بمعظم القوانين، مش بمعظم، بكل القوانين اللي انت تأسست عليها في المرحلة الثانوية، بمعنى قوانين تانية ثانوي كلها تكون معاك سواء في تريجونومتري او الجبرا او جيومتري او calculus differentiation. Welcome my dear student in our math program for secondary 3. Today we are taking final revision of algebra and solid geometry. My dear student, look at the first example. In each of 10 points on straight lines by joining to each of 10 points on a parallel line, then the total number of triangles that can be formed with the given points is. Choose the correct answer: 800, 900, 700, 600. My dear student, this example about excellent student counting principle. Look at if each of 10 points on a straight line join to each of 10 points of parallel lines, what is the total number of triangles that can be formed with given point? Dear student, think before you choose. How many points form a triangle? 3. Maybe 1 on the first and 2 in second, or vice versa. Look at solution. Before we choose the correct answer, we know that we can find the number of triangles by using 10C2 times 10C1 plus 10C2 plus 10C1. By using calculator, my dear student, the correct answer is 900. Remember, 2 points from the first line or 1 from the second, or 2 points of second, 1 point on the first. Look at this model represent the triangle. Each triangle has 3 points, 1 point on the first, 2 points on the second. Look at the second example. Person committee is to be formed out of 9 men and 3 women. How many committee that contains at least 1 woman? Remember, at least is 315, 369, 300, or 301. Before we choose correct answer, look at solution. 3C1 multiply 9C3 plus 3C2 times 9C2 plus 3C3 times 9C1. Remember, at least one woman from 3 women. Then 3C1, 3C2, 3C3 represent the woman. The correct answer, my dear student, by using calculator, 369. Look at another one. If the coefficients of the 2r plus 4th term and r minus 2th term are equal in expansion of 1 plus x inside bracket for all power 18, then the value of r equals, choose the correct answer, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Remember, my dear student, coefficient of the term which order 2r plus 4 and the term which order r minus 2 term are equals in expansion. What is the value of r? Then the given t 2r plus 4 equal to tr minus 2. Before we choose the correct answer, look at the solution. Then 18c2r plus 3 equals 18cr minus 3. By using the rule, when n equals n, then 2r plus 3 equal r plus 3, or 2r plus 3 plus r plus 3 equals 18. Look at, my dear student, when add or the first not 2r plus 3 equal r minus 3, therefore we deduce r equal negative 6. But this is refused. 2r plus 3 plus r minus 3 summation equal 18. In this case, 2r plus r 3r equal 18, r equal 6. Then choose the correct answer. The correct answer, r equals number 3, 6. Now we are translate to another one. If the number of terms in the expansion x plus y for all power 2n minus 1 equals 12 terms, then what is the value of n? Choose the correct answer, 10, 11, 6, or 13. Remember, my dear student, what is the meaning number of terms? We know that number of terms equals 2n minus 1 plus 1. We added 1. What you mean? If we have expansion power 2, how many terms? 3. Expansion power 3, how many terms? 4. Expansion power 10, how many terms? 11. But this expansion x plus y for all power 2 minus 1, how many terms? 2n minus 1 plus 1 equals 12. Then we reduce that, my dear student. 2n minus 1 plus 1 equals 12. What you mean? 2n equals 12. What you mean? n equals what? Equals 6. Divided 2. Then the correct answer, n equals 6. Look at another example. If we have z1 equals r cosine theta 1, I plus I sine theta 1 inside bracket, this complex number. z2 r2 cosine theta 2 inside bracket plus I sine theta 2. And if theta 1 minus theta 2 equal pi over 2, then what is the value of z1 over z2? Choose the correct answer, r1 over r2, r1 over r2i, r1 r2i, negative r1 over r2. My dear student, in this example we have complex number. What about complex number? Z equals R, multiply bracket contains cosine theta plus I sine theta. If we have, my dear student, two complex numbers, Z1, Z2, if we multiply Z1, Z2, then the answer R1, R2, multiply bracket contains cosine theta 1 plus theta 2 plus I sine theta 1 plus theta 2. Or if we have two complex numbers Z1, Z2 and we find divided or division Z1 over Z2 equals R1 over R2 cosine theta 1 minus theta 2 plus I sine theta 1 minus theta 2. Remember, my dear student, in this example, the required Z1 over Z2. Then the correct answer, we divided R1 over R2 and subtract theta 1 minus theta 2. My dear student, look at the solution. Remember, my dear student, theta 1, Z1 over Z2 by using rule R1 over R2 cosine theta 1 minus theta 2 plus I sine theta 1 minus theta 2. From given by substitution about theta 1 minus theta 2 equals pi over 2. Then Z1 over Z2 equals R1 over R2 cosine pi over 2 plus I sine pi over 2. Remember, sine pi over 2 equal what? Sine 90. Sine 90 equal what? 1. Then the correct answer R1 over R2 I. Therefore, the correct answer R1 over R2 I. Remember, my dear student, Z1 over Z2, we divided amplitude R1 over R2 cosine pi over 2 plus I sine I pi over 2. Look at, my dear student, another example. In the opposite figure, Z1, Z2 are two complex numbers. Then Z1 over Z2, in this case, look at Z1 equal 8 cosine 180 minus theta. Look at, my dear student. In the opposite figure, we have two complex numbers, Z1, Z2. The first, Z1 R equals 8. Z2 R equals 4. What is the theta of the Z1? 180 minus theta. What is the theta of Z2? 270 minus theta. Remember, Z1 over Z2 equals R1 over R2 cosine theta 1 minus theta 2 plus I sine theta 1 minus theta 2. What is the value of Z1 over Z2? Look at, my dear student, the solution. Before we choose the correct answer, we divided Z1 by Z2. We know that Z1 equals 8 multiply bracket contains cosine 180 minus theta plus I sine 180 minus theta over 4 multiply bracket contains cosine theta multiply negative inside bracket 90 minus theta or 270 minus theta plus sine I sine negative 90 minus theta inside bracket. In division, we know that we subtract the angles. Then Z1 over Z2 equals 2 cosine 270 plus I 270. Then by using calculator to find the value of cosine 270 plus I sine 270, the correct answer equals negative 2I. Negative 2I. Z1 over Z2 equals what? Negative 2I. Another example. If A equal cosine theta plus I sine theta, then What is the value of a 1 plus a over 1 minus a? Choose the correct answer. Cotan theta over 2, cotan theta, I cotan theta over 2, I tan theta over 2. Remember, my dear student, we have from given a equal what? Cosine theta plus I sine theta. Look at the solution. When add 1 plus a, what is the value of a? Cosine theta plus I sine theta over 1 minus a, 1 negative cosine theta minus I sine theta. Therefore, my dear student, cosine theta equal 2 cosine power 2 theta over 2 minus theta. Also, in denominator, cosine theta 1 minus 2 sine power 2 theta over 2. Therefore, by using simplify, then correct answer cosine theta over 2 over sine theta over 2 multiply bracket contains cosine theta over 2 plus I sine theta over 2 up positive down negative. Then the correct answer equals what? Cosine theta over 2 over sine theta over 2. By using sine 90, sine theta over 2 equals I cotan theta over 2, cosine over sine. Look at, my dear student, 1 plus omega for all power 4 plus 1 plus omega square for all power 4 plus omega square for all power 4 equals what? 1, negative 1, 0, omega. My dear student, from complex number, we know that 1 plus omega square equal 1. 1 plus omega equals what? X and student, negative omega square. The first term, 1 plus omega for all power 4 equals what? Negative omega square power 4. Second term, 1 plus omega square for all power 4 equals what? Negative omega for all power 4. Third term, omega plus omega power 2 for all power 4 equal negative 1 for all power 4 equals 1. Then, before we choose, look at solution. The first term, negative omega square power 4, negative omega power 4 second term, negative 1 power 4. Then the correct answer, omega square plus omega plus 1 equal what? X and student equal 0. Why? This rule, 1 plus omega square, the correct answer is 0. Remember, this is unity or the roots of unity. 1 omega square. When we add 1 plus omega square, the correct answer must be equal 0. Look at another one. 1 minus omega square plus omega power 4 for all power 2 plus bracket contains 1 plus omega square plus omega power 4 equals 2. Choose the correct answer. 4 omega square negative 4. Before we choose the correct answer, look at the first term has 1 plus omega power 4. Omega power 4 means omega. Why? Because omega power 3 equals 1. Then 1 plus omega equal negative omega square. We have negative omega square. Then the first term negative 2 omega square. Second term contains 1 plus omega square plus omega power 4. We know that omega power 4 equal omega. Then 1 plus omega square equal what? 0. Then the correct answer, look at the solution. We add negative 2 omega power 2 for all power 2 equal 4 omega power 4. Omega power 4 for omega. Then the correct answer 4 omega. Why? Because 4 omega power 4 equal 4 omega power 3 times omega. Omega power 3 equals 1. This rule. Then 4 omega power 4 equals 4 omega. Now we are translate to another one. Amplitude of Z1, Z2 equal pi over 6 or equal 30. And amplitude of Z1, Z3 equals 2 pi over 9. 2 pi over 9, what you mean? Pi over 9, 20 times 2 equal 40. And amplitude of Z2, Z3 equal 5 pi over 18. What you mean? 5 pi over 18 equals 50. Why? By 180 over 18, 10 times 5 equals 50. What is required? Then amplitude Z1, Z2, Z3 equals what? Choose the correct answer. Pi over 2, pi over 3, pi over 5, pi over 6. My dear student, we have three equations, Z1, Z2, amplitude of first and second complex number equal pi over 6. Product Z1, Z2, pi over 6. But amplitude of Z1, Z3 equal 2 pi over 6. First 30, second 40, third equals what? 50. Then we have amplitude of the first equals 30, Z1, Z2. Amplitude of Z1, Z3 equals 40. Amplitude of Z2, Z3 equals 50. Then what is the amplitude? Z1, Z2, Z3. Look at the solution. Amplitude of Z1, Z2, what do you mean? Product means adding of amplitude. Then theta 1, theta 2. Theta 1 plus theta 2 equals 30. Theta 1, theta plus theta 3 equal 40. Theta 2 plus theta 3 equal 50. We have three equations between theta 1, theta 2. By adding, we have 2 theta 1 plus 2 theta 2 plus 2 theta 3 equals 120. By taking two highest common factor, then theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3 equals what? Excellent student, 60. Why? 120 divided 6. What is the radian angle of 60? Pi over 3. Therefore, my dear student, the correct answer is pi over 3. This example very important. If you have amplitude of Z1, Z2, Z2, Z3, Z1, Z3, we can find amplitude of Z1, Z2, Z3. We add theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. Correct answer equal 60. Then 60 equal what? Pi over 3. Now we are translate to another example. In the expansion of x plus y for all power 8, the ratio between T6 over T4 equals what? The first 25y square ratio 16x square. Number 2, 25x square ratio 16y square. Number 3, 1. Number 4, y square ratio x square. Remember, my dear student, in binomial theorem, x plus y for all power 8, the required T6 over T4. We have rule T6 over T5 equal what? N minus 5 plus 1 over 5. But the ratio between T6 and T4 equal T6 over T5 multiply T5 over T4. By using solution, my dear student, look at the first 8c5 y power 5 x power 3, 8c3 y power 3 x power 5. Then by using calculator, or we know that 8c5 is 8c3. This rule, 8c5 equal 8c difference between 8 and 5. Then 8c5, we cancel 8c5 with 8c3. And by using simplest form and subtract the power in division, y power 5 over y power 3 equal y power 2 up, x power 5 minus x power 3 divided x power 3 equal x power 2 down, then the correct answer is y power 2 over x power 2, or the correct answer number 4, y square ratio x square. If absolute norm vector A equals 1, norm vector B equals 5, and A cross B vector 2i plus j minus 2k, then AB vector equal what? Then 3 root 5, 4, 10. My dear student, we know that A cross B equals absolute norm A, norm B, sine angle between them. Then, my dear student, by using norm A cross B equals, by using the coefficient for 2 power 2, 1 power 2, 2 power 2 equals 3. Therefore, we know that A cross B equal norm A, norm B sine theta equal 3. Therefore, by substitution about norm A, norm B, then sine theta equals 3 over 5. We know that A dot B equals norm A, norm B cosine theta. By using the rule A dot B equal 4, then the correct answer A dot B, correct answer is 4. A, B, and C three vectors such as A plus B plus C equal 0. Norm A equal 3, norm B equal 5, norm C equal 7. Then angle between A and B is 60 degrees, 30 degrees, 90 degrees, 10 degrees. My dear student, we have from solution A plus B equal negative C vector. Why? Because, my dear student, A plus B plus C equals 0 from given. And from given A plus B for all power 2, 7 power 2 equals 49. By using 3 power 2, norm second, plus 2 product 2 times A dot B. Therefore, A dot B equals 7.5. Cosine theta equals 7.5, or A dot B over norm A, norm B equals what? Equal 1 over 2. Therefore, theta equals what? Theta equals shift cosine 1 over 2 equals 60. Therefore, by using calculator, then cosine theta equal, or theta equal shift cosine 1 over 2 equals 60 degrees. My dear student, by the end of the lesson, remember my advices for you. Before we choose the correct answer, wait to solve the correct answer by solve it. Remember, my dear student, the rule in your book very important. My dear student, I am very happy to spend such time with you. Thank you. Goodbye.